3% they once paid, that would be another $5 billion. The vehicle license fee denies us another $5 billion when the governor cut that. So the money is in California. California is the 8th richest country in the world. Other countries with that wealth can afford to take care of their people, provide the kind of social services that they need, provide universal health care, and provide quality education, and California should be able to do the same. We have the wealth in California. We just have to get it for public service. Remember, when people ask you about taxes, taxes are the civilized approach to doing things together that we can't do by ourselves. We can't build our own schools, we can't build our own parks, we can't build our own roads. We can't do our own police protection. We can't protect the air by ourselves. We can't protect our rivers. All of that comes from taxes. So don't be ashamed to pay your taxes. That's your patriotic duty. That's your responsibility to the other people around you. And it's it's also required of those that have benefited the most to pay back for what they benefited from, so that others can also benefit as they have. One last thing. We have initiatives here that you should sign. They're to make the budget in California pass by majority vote of the legislature rather than the current 2/3. Currently, with the 2/3 requirement, a minority of the legislators can deny us the kind of public services that we need by withholding their votes. Every year, a couple of them vote for the budget to make it the 2/3, and in return, they get more and more corporate tax breaks. So each year under this system, we get worse and worse and worse. So if you want to return to a time when California was the Golden State, when our education system was first in the country, where community college fees were free, then help us take the first step toward making a change. Sign the majority vote petition. Thank you.
Thank you, President Hittleman, and thanks for coming up here, everybody from Los Angeles. One reminder is that we have free cookies and lemonade over here on this side of the house, if anybody's interested. Next speaker we have is Dean Murakami, who is president of the Los Rios College Federation of Teachers, the faculty union in the Los Rios district. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. How are you doing out there today? Have we got any students out there? How many students? No. I get more noise in my classroom than that. Any students out there? Any students out there? All right, now it's beginning to sound like my first day of class. And speaking about that first day, were you tired about the overcrowded classrooms? Were you frustrated by the fact that you couldn't get the classes you needed to graduate? Were you angry that you couldn't find the parking you needed to get so you could get the class on time? Are you tired of these budget cuts? Well, are you going to fight for your education? Are you going to fight for a better economy? Are you going to fight for California's future? If you're willing to fight, then we also have sign-up sheets. I want you to make sure people are going to be passing around. It's time for you to sign up and make sure that you make the commitment that you're going to fight for a better California today.
Thank you, guys. I want to thank all the marchers for coming out to CRC, and really I think it's a privilege that you're here because CRC has been able to handle these hard times really well. And yet still, us students are still dealing with some tough things. I mean, I've got friends. I have a friend named Alicia. She signed up for biology 3 times in a row and still has not gone into it, and it's needed for her nursing degree. I know several students out here can probably attest to this. I have friends who sign up for 18 units and then come semester starts, they're only in 9 or 6 units because their wait list did not let them into the class. I want to thank you guys because you've come really far from Bakersfield and you're real close to the Capitol. But you know what? We've got so much further to go. And it's not just down to these marchers, it's up to you students too, because you guys have to keep fighting. I mean, these marchers are going to be at the Capitol tomorrow, but after that, you guys have got to be the voice. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Ryan. Next we have Danny Tatautau, President of the Associated Student Government.
Oh, Danny!
Thank you, Mr. Newman. Now, you guys all heard of the tuition fees and the classes being cut. Now, the question is, what are you going to do about it? Well, what you can do is you can register to vote. Make sure you vote. It's really important that we vote and make sure that your voices are heard. Find out who your legislators are. Contact your legislators. Let them know your personal experiences and how you are affected. It is you here now that can make the difference for California's future. So make sure you vote and contact your legislators. Thank you.
Next we'll hear from some CRC students. First from Abrar Rahim, who is editor of the CRC student journal, The Voice.
Thanks a lot. First of all, I just wanted to start off by thanking Dr. Newman and all the organizers here for allowing me this opportunity to come out here and speak to all you guys and share my experiences and thoughts. You know, when I was first offered this opportunity to come and speak, I was a little uncertain, but after finding out just how outrageous these costs are and what the government is planning to do with our fee increases, I thought that it would be my duty as a student and as a member of the community to come out here and fight for not only our public school system, which was, a few decades ago, the envy of this nation, and also for our public services, which made California the best state in the United States. I wanted to also thank all my friends out there. They actually were crucial in helping me get off my on-campus student-led and developed journal with help and oversight from Professor Newman. It's called The Voice, and you can find it on stands across CRC. It's truly unfortunate that the legislatures of today have decided to invest, not to invest, in fact, in our education and instead give tax breaks to all the wrong people in all the wrong places. And it is our obligation, and they forget this, to not give up on students who have the grades, the desire, and the will, but not the money. It is our obligation and it is our requirement to help these students. And this March for California's Future helps us do exactly that. I'd like to thank you all once again for helping us out, and hope to see you guys out on the 21st, this Wednesday, for the final mile to the state capitol. Thank you very much.